Hey everyone, today I've got 4 new fragrances to add to my perfume collection. These are all dupe fragrances from 2 different fragrance houses. I have these fun 4 choices, so let's dive in. So first up I have this My Choice. This certainly looked a lot like the Jimmy Choo that I absolutely love. I do have the real one here. Mine is not fully macerated, so it doesn't have the full depth that this fragrance truly has. However, I love the clean brightness that it has before it gets to that point. This one is from the EBC collection, and let me just show you how similar this looks. Okay, now that looks really similar bottle-wise. Again, mine is not fully macerated and doesn't have quite the depth of the color that this one has. The ones that you see in the mall or at Macy's or whatever, where they have testers, they are a little bit darker because they have been macerating a lot longer, whereas mine is still less than a year old, I'm pretty sure, but it doesn't quite get this deep, but pretty close. It gets a pink color. This one's just starting to get a little bit of coloration to the liquid. When I first bought it, I actually thought I bought the wrong one, but it's not. It's just not fully macerated. But this one has the Jimmy Choo logo, which you can't really see very well, but the next one does not. This one just kind of has a similar bottle to this one, but mine does not have the cap as I bought a tester. But otherwise, I feel like these look super similar. But now let's give this a smell test. It definitely has that deep ambery note that the real Jimmy Choo has once it actually macerates. This one is supposed to dupe Jimmy Choo by Jimmy Choo, like the original woman's fragrance. Now, this is supposed to be like a fruity, toffee, caramely type of fragrance. However, to me, it's super bright, super floral, a little bit ambery. And this one, I feel like before it macerates, it has a super clean smell, at least on me, and I absolutely love it. This one smells like the fully macerated version of this, and I think it smells super good. I don't think this is gonna last as long as this one, as these are only $5, but they're so good, and they hit the fragrance right on the head. Like, I feel like it's so spot on. I love having a little bit more of a affordable version of something I already love and adore, and the similarity of the bottle absolutely astonishes me. So good. As far as fragrance notes, the dupe has fragrance notes of orchid, patchouli, toffee, mandarin, pear, fruit, caramel, and the original has chyper, fruity, green top notes with tiger orchid, sweet toffee, caramel, and Indonesian patchouli. I feel like the patchouli is what gives it almost that ambery fragrance with that floral. The way it melds together, it just gives such a clean floral type of fragrance. It's so interesting and different. I absolutely love this, but again, absolutely love the more affordable option as an extra perfume in my collection. I don't think it's going to fully replace this, as this does transform over time, but my goodness, this is awesome. I love having the fully macerated version just readily available for me, because I went through this super quick, and I think I will continue to do so when I repurchase this one, because I just love it so much. I don't think I'm ever going to get to the fully macerated version, so this is kind of cool. Up next, I've got a Viva la Juicy dupe. This is another one by EBC. I just finished my Viva la Juicy dupe that I had in my collection. That one duped a different Viva la Juicy. This one actually dupes Viva la Juicy. So this is a really cool find, to find something that can smell similar to that. I'm super stoked to find this. It's absolutely gorgeous with the satiny looking bow and the crystallic top. Very Viva la Juicy, super beautiful. Now, while I don't have the original of this one does have fragrance notes of honeysuckle, gardenia, jasmine, praline, amber, caramel, vanilla, and sandalwood, whereas the original Viva la Juicy Soiree has fragrance notes of wild berries, juicy mandarin, honeysuckle, gardenia, jasmine, amber, caramel, vanilla, sandalwood, and pralines. So many notes, but a lot of similar notes. So excited to test this one out. Oh, that is beautiful. I absolutely love the juicy perfumes. Like all the Viva la Juicies that I have smelled so far are really nice. And a lot of the dupes that I've smelled that dupe the juicy line have a very similar feel to that juicy fragrance line. This is definitely a really fun one and so gorgeous. Super excited to add this to my collection. I know that I'm really gonna enjoy this one. I always love how you can tell right away just by looking at it what designer they're trying to go for. This one is a Coach dupe, and this one is actually the Coach signature dupe. This one is called Catch Me. This is the last one by EBC. This one actually kind of looks like the Dior Miss Dior perfume, but it also does look like a Coach perfume, at least the older ones. But oh my gosh, the logo is so Coach. It's so funny. This one is a pink perfume, which is super cute, but I love the crystallic look of the bottle. This is another one that I don't have the original perfume to compare it to. However, the dupe here has fragrance notes of citruses, creamy woods, and musk, and the original is a floral, woody, sweet, fruity fragrance. So some similar notes. Let's test it out. Oh, that is a really beautiful, bright floral. It almost smells like a gardenia, lily of the valley. Oh wow, that is so pretty. There's definitely some sweetness there. There's definitely like an undertone of woodiness, but there's also like a hint of that citrusy that I think gives it like a little bit of spark, a little bit of brightness, whereas the floral feels a little bit mysterious almost. So this is definitely a really nice one. I love a deep pink floral like that. And last but not least, I couldn't help myself. This one is by Fragrance Couture, so this one is different than the others, but you could probably tell by looking at the box, this one is a Baccarat dupe. While I do have a couple in my collection, I did just finish one, so I wanted to try another one. I love the golden house detail on the side, so cute. This one kind of looks like an Arabic perfume, really beautiful. It kind of reminds me of a Lattafa or something, but this one is a Maison de Paris, which is supposed to be an MFK Baccarat dupe, of course. And yeah, it doesn't quite look like it, but because of that rouge bottle, it kind of gives. This is another one I definitely don't have the multi-$100 original for, but I have multiple dupes and I love the Baccarat DNA. The original has a jasmine, saffron, amberwood, ambergris, fir resin, and cedar fragrance, and this dupe has a saffron, ambergris, jasmine, cedar, woody, powdery base. So let's test it out. I absolutely love it. It's definitely that Baccarat DNA, but I think this is the first one out of all the ones that I've smelled and had in my collection that has that little hint of like a metallic-y tinge at first smell. So ooh, definitely really like this one. It definitely has all that other like saffrony goodness that the other ones have. But wow, this one has a little something extra, a little something different than the others. It made me sneeze. It's something that I'm not used to smelling. That little tinge of metallic hint is definitely something new. I have heard that the original can have that smell for certain people. So yeah, this is definitely a very interesting take and I love the bottle. But those are the 4 perfumes that I will be adding to my fragrance collection. I allowed myself 4 new perfumes since last month I finished up 8 perfumes in my fragrance collection. If you're new here, consider hitting that subscribe button. I'd love to have you back. And if you'd like to check out my perfume project pan where I did finish up 8 perfumes last month, I can leave those videos down in the description for you. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye for now.